not because you love it, but literally because you can't afford to lose it. Like, has that ever happened to you guys? Let me know in the comments. How are you? How are you? Welcome, you guys. Happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to be with you guys today. I'll let you know, guys know why. But also, I just wanted to talk about this, right? Like, I've been hearing a lot about this statistics, and I'm just like, wait, what is going on in the world? Okay, so because when people were asked, you guys, why life feels so hard right now, 69% said that they cannot afford to lose their pay or their benefits. And more than half said they couldn't find a similar job, and 36% said they depend on their current schedule and flexibility arrangements. Okay, so these are sad numbers. Like, this is just so sad. Like, type yes in the comments if you agree with how sad this is. Okay, and as you come in, make sure that you let me know where you're joining me from. I'm here in Nevada. I am a disabled mom who could no longer keep a traditional 9 to 5. I had to basically pray because I was just so overwhelmed. I had to pray for something that I could do from home that didn't require a lot of time and that was automated. And no lie to you, a few weeks later, I actually ended up finding this blueprint on Facebook, out of all places. And which actually is proof that this blueprint works because someone followed the work structure, and that's how I ended up finding it. Okay, but anyway, so that for another day. But just hello, that's who I am. Just a short little story of me, and I just let's get sort of like right into it now, right? So again, let me know where you're joining me from. Yesterday I had someone from Sweden actually join, and I was like, it blows my mind because it's like we don't really think about it, but imagine, as a business owner, like imagine the leverage that we have here with social media. And I know for a lot of people it might be something that they feel like, oh my God, it's kind of, hi, welcome, welcome, thank you for joining. So it might be something that, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. So just this is just basically what, hi, welcome everyone, welcome, welcome, thank you for joining. And it's something that you could just do from home and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about that. Let me jump on, basically kind of like, let's talk about the fact that no, you're not lazy. Okay, you are like, it is in your mindset. Hi, welcome. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really actually appreciate that. You have no idea. I was actually thinking earlier how amazing it is that, with consistency, I actually was able to have 50 of you guys subscribe to my channel. And that's why I'm actually going live. So I always get so excited when I get a sub, like I scream. So thank you so much. It just means a lot. I love to connect with you guys this way, but it also means a lot that it just kind of shows that the work that I'm doing is connecting and is working in one way. So it inspires me to do more. So I really appreciate that. But anyway, let's just really talk about it. It's not like we're lazy. It's not like we're just, thank you so much for the love, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. So it's not that you're lazy or that is your mindset. We're really stuck into this rhythm schedule sort of that we already created for ourselves at work. Sorry, that was my cat. We're really trapped because, we're already, hello, Nanita. Welcome. Thank you. Yes, I actually, well, not originally, I'm from Mexico, but I've been here so long that it's like I'm kind of sort of from here. Like, I've been in Nevada for over 20 years. So I feel more that I'm from here than from Mexico because I was brought here when I was a young girl. But anyway, so we are actually, trapped into this. Sort of like rat race that we got ourselves into, because once we get comfortable, right, in our job, it's like, okay, well, it's not the best, and I don't know the Philippines, but I'm so happy that my content got to you. That's amazing. See this? I love this. I really love this because we're not. if you leverage social media the right way, you don't even have to pay for it, and you actually can get monetized. So it's amazing what social media can do for us nowadays. Hello, hello, user. Oh, that's a lot. DG7G. So I just said hello, thank you, welcome, and for joining. So this is actually why I started looking for something else. As you guys might have already heard about my story, I again, so I'm a single mom, you know what I mean? And I'm disabled. So it's been really hard for me to maintain a job because of this chronic illnesses that I have. And after a while, I just said, you know what, this is not gonna be for thank you, Nanita. I really appreciate you. You're not gonna be able to continue this type of, traditional 9 to 5. So that's why I actually started looking for something different, right? Because I needed income that didn't depend like this or disappear if I were to get sick. You know what I mean? That didn't depend, like I didn't want to be dependent on a boss. It was really stressful for me because I was doing like my last job that I had, I was doing so good, and I was recognized for my effort in the company. But sadly, I couldn't continue to show up to do the work. So it was like, I always had that fear of getting fired. One time I messed up so bad, I just decided to stop going back to that job because it was just like, I can't. And it was all due to my illnesses. But you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just, whatever your situation may be, that you're the reason why you're struggling financially. Mine is that, that my chronic illnesses. But I mean, we all have something that we like struggle with, which are the reasons that it's like, I wish I wasn't so stuck into this job where I can start planning something different, something better for myself, something better for my family. But it's like you have to kind of put the pieces together, like, oh my God, okay, so I need to make sure, especially if you're a mom, I need to make sure where are the kids gonna go while I'm at work. Is my job gonna be close enough? Am I even on the bus? Do you have a car that you have to drive? The gas prices, like everything is really, thank you so much for the love. So all of those things you have to take into consideration when you're actually getting, an additional job or just to keep your job. If you're thinking of like, okay, I want to try something new. I want to have another, like find a better job, like things like that. So it's just like it's very difficult to have to juggle all of those things. So then at the end of the day, even if you thought of that way on the weekend, during the weekend, or stuff like that, it's like, okay, but how am I actually going to make that happen? Like you have to sort of like take care of, and just have to deal with it. So I wanted something that will work with my life, not against it. um, so that's basically what I started looking. And again, I mean, it might sound funny, but I actually prayed for this because I was just so overwhelmed by the stress, financial stress, and everything else. So what I'm going to do right now is actually tell you a little bit of what are the six most I don't know, common questions that people have when it comes to the blueprint, to give you a little bit of an idea of what this is. So the first one is time. If you don't have time, like, oh my God, how are you going to start something new if you're just like trying to figure out your own schedule? And when it comes to business, of course, you want to learn more, and you want to dedicate your time, right? But it's a lot already. You're already dealing with a full-time job, having to take care of the kids, dinner, transportation to whatever it is that they do during the day, like extracurricular activities, things like that. You're already being pulled too much from every single way. So why put more on your plate than you need? So basically, this is a 2-hour workday. And I'm going to briefly give you the three things that you need to do during those 2 hours. And then I'll give you the details of where you can actually get all the information, where you can get all the details. So the 2 hour, and I'm actually doing half of those 2 hours right now. So it's basically you are going to go do your content, 3 pieces of content that you need to post a day. And this is, what the blueprint calls to do, so your income producing activities. So you're gonna spend one of those 2 hours is gonna spend 1 hour. Hi, welcome, welcome. You're gonna spend 1 hour in doing your content creation, 3 pieces of content. You'll learn with the blueprint how to actually get that done. Then you're gonna either go like daily half hour, 30, 30 don't want to do live. A lot of us decide not to go live right away because, like, oh my God, this is so scary. But that, or you can actually post free ads on free websites. Sorry, I'm stuck with my words. So you can actually do that for 30 minutes, do the same thing, just, post on free ads. You learn the strategy on how to actually get that done. Oh, yes. Hi, Sid. Yeah, thank you for your question. I'm actually giving you right now from the blueprint the 6 most asked questions about what the blueprint does and how you can actually implement it into your everyday life. So that's what I'm going through right now. And so again, it's like the 2 hours. You have the hour for the preparing your content, the 30 minutes either go live or do the free ad formula to actually just post, copy, paste things on, or free ads, I'm sorry, on free websites. And the other 30 minutes, you'll sit there and answer your emails and your comments. That's basically the 2-hour workday. And that's how it works. You can split it however, if it's your schedule. That's what actually a lot of people love this blueprint and how it works, because it's like I don't have to be attached to. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's great. I feel that the exact way when I first heard about it. I was like, wow, the only 2 hours. Like, now we're so wired to think like, oh, it has to be hard for it in order for it to be a good thing, or something you deserve, or, we have that mindset. But it's just like nowadays with all this technology, we no longer necessarily have to work hard. We can actually work smart and make great money with it too. You know what I mean? So number 2 is no money. Of course, the situation with, inflation and everything else that goes on in the world is insane. So yes, of course, you don't have money. That's why you're looking for a second source of income. Of course, I get that. But the amazing part is that I actually have 4 different type of products, whatever fits your budget, depending on exactly what your needs are. So I do have 4 different type of products that you can choose from. Thank you so much for the love. And I have payment plans in the US. So if you're watching me from out here in the US, I have payment plans for you guys as well. The rest of the world is a little bit different. So it just, I've only have it set up for the US, but I do have the payment plans and 4 different ones that you can, for different products that you can actually leverage. But all of them will get you access to the free community so that you have the community support as well. The number 3 thing is like, what about having to be tech savvy, or do I have to have any tech experience, or do I have to really know any of that? No, you don't. Like I always tell you, I'm still learning myself things like that, how to go live, how to do this, because every platform is different and you have to learn the different ways. Like right now, I still don't know how to actually comment on here because I see your comments, but I don't see where I can comment. So I think I need to go to the settings and figure that one out. But I mean, imagine I'm still learning too, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to be tech savvy to be able to do any of this and implement all the things that you're learning. It's like really step by step, but it's so simple, you guys. Anyone can do it. We have people from all ages taking advantage of this, like literally from all ages. Like it's insane. And the next 3 questions are basically something that your automated system solves for you. And it blows my mind and I love it because, for example, like I'm coming from network marketing myself. That's what I was doing before I found this blueprint online. And absolutely nothing wrong with either with the company, with the product, anything. It was just about my physical, mental ability to actually be able to network. Because when you have to network, I mean, if any of you have done networking, you know that you have to talk to people, you have to talk to your family, you have to talk to your friends, you have to tell every single person what you're doing. You know what I mean? The more you talk to people, the better, so like it's like how do you say, like a numbers game. The more you talk to, the better, right? Like depending on what numbers are for your company. But with this, you don't actually have to talk to anyone because your automated system does everything for you. So you set up your automated system one time and you have the exact instructions on how to do it. When you purchase your product, you'll have the videos on exactly how to connect it, so you can connect it to your gate gateway payments. So like whatever you're gonna use for your bank, that's you'll learn how to put that, like how to you learn like how to connect your emails, your funnel, and all of that. So that's what the automated system is for. And then the number of five thing that people are like, oh, do I have to message people? Like DM people and stuff like that. No, because your automated system actually also follows up with your prospects. So once people go into your email, into your funnel, into your email list, your automated system, because it's already has 15 to 30 emails that are already programmed, they'll actually follow up with your prospects for the first 15 to 30 days, um, since they went into your email list. Okay. And then the last thing, a lot of us like, I have this issue where I'm super friendly, but I don't like to be around a lot of people. I don't know if that happens to you. Like, let me know in the comments if that happens to you. Because I'm like, I'm super friendly, but like, okay, now I need to go home. So probably why network also wasn't really working for me because I love, like this. But once I'm around a lot of people, I get really anxious and it gets really bad. So this, because of your automated system, is rejection free. The worst thing that can happen is that, hi, welcome. Thank you, Stacy. Well, thank you for being here. The worst thing that can happen is that someone went in you funnel your email list and then they decided that they didn't want to hear from you anymore. So they unsubscribe. You don't even pay attention to that because you get leads all the time. I don't think you're gonna be crying over one person that didn't want to receive your emails anymore. So you don't even notice it, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Like it's, like you don't have to bother friends and family. You don't have to DM strangers. You don't have to friend request strangers. None of that. You don't have to then get into their emails, I mean, messages, DMs, and start talking to them and, copy pasting a script. None of that is required here. And again, it's rejection free, which is amazing because who likes rejection? I don't think anyone does, right? So that's why this is so powerful. So those are the 6 most asked questions or concerns that people have when it comes to the blueprint. Um, but I'm actually not going to go more into detail. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, Levon. Thanks. And so that's basically it. I want to actually let you guys know that if yesterday you didn't get a chance to see the post that I made about the webinar, this is your last chance actually to register today to get the information for the free webinar tomorrow. Okay, so if you do want to learn more about the information that I just gave you as far as like what to expect, what this product does for you, and the house and everything else, like the different, like how I touched briefly on the 4 different products, you'll learn about the different prices and etc. So all you need to do for that is actually go to miriamsdailypay.com. My website is on my bio here, and I still need to figure out how to come in here so I could actually do it. But it's basically Miriam's, just like the name of my channel here, miriamsdailypay.com. That's where you actually need to go get registered to get the link for the webinar. Okay, so make sure that you do that now if you haven't done it yet, because this is the last chance to register for the actual webinar. So make sure that you get into the webinar so you can learn all the details of exactly what you have to do, like how much you're going to be able to earn, and the amazing community that you'll get into once you purchase your product. And again, we have different ways, different products that you can purchase. Okay, so I know that we've been talking about how we are so stuck about these jobs and how they keep us stuck, right? So I wanted to kind of just talk about why we're feeling stuck. Okay, so for example, you're not choosing your job, your bills are choosing it for you, right? I mean, I talked briefly about it earlier, like you want to plan to do something better with your life. Let's just say, like, you're like, okay, I want more time, I want to do better, have more things that I can do with the kids, have more money so that I can do things, have those memories with the kids. And it's like, but how am I going to do that if I'm stuck at this job? Like, I need the benefits because, that was one of the main things when I used to work at the school district, is like the benefits, and the benefits were great. So I was like, oh, like some people are like, oh, we'll just stay on payroll forever. And, because of the benefits. And I get that to a point, but it's just like, if it's not working for you and you're not happy at what you're doing, that is the worst thing that you can do to yourself, because it's like, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, it stresses you out more. You know what I mean? Like the numbers on how many people have more heart issues on Mondays than any like Monday mornings, it's insane. Like, we shouldn't have to live a life where we're just nothing but stressed out, and we're having to do things we don't want to do just because it's giving us a paycheck, or it's giving us the benefits that we need for us, for our children. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we were stuck, because it's like there's no way out. You try to do it and it's like, oh no, you can't, because now you're gonna miss this opportunity, or you're gonna, what about the location? Now you have to travel all this longer way, whatever the issue may be, and then with the gas prices, another thing, like, it's too many variables and they all seem to be against you. It's just like, that's just how it feels. You know what I mean? Like, how it feels to just be stuck in the same thing over and over, and every week is the same thing. You're like, okay, Sunday, here we go again. Now let's get ready for Monday. Same stress, the traffic, everything else. That's why we're stuck. Like, how are you gonna get home and actually want to do things when you're so exhausted from already what you're doing? You know what I mean? Like, it's insane. Plus, really, like, you're just one bad week away from everything falling apart. Like, that used to be me, because I had to go to work. I had a part-time job. The last job that I was able to keep it was in 2023, and that was the last job that I could sort of keep. And I would call off like at least twice a week. And again, this might not be like what happens to you in your life. I'm just using as an example what my life was like, being so stressed out about like how many days did I call off. And of course they understand that you're sick and HR and blah blah blah. Of course they get it, but it's like there are only so many accommodations that they can do for you. It's like, if you don't show up to work, like, that's the main thing you have to do. So how? You know what I mean? Like, so if one week I called off twice, how much money I was missing out on? Like, probably 200 or something dollars. You know what I mean? So it's just like so stressful, because then you can't even depend on like, oh, I work the whole week and I make my money, because no, you can't, because you didn't show up to work. So that's another thing. And it's like, okay, where am I going to go find? My thing was like, where am I going to go find another job that can tolerate all of this? There was no way. There was no way for me to, I mean, there could have been a way, of course, but it was just stressing me out more. It was making me more sick. It was just insanity plus. You know what I mean? Okay, so another thing that keeps you stuck is that you're constantly tired. You know what I mean? It's constantly tired, but still not getting ahead. Like, work is a stress, just stress from life, traffic, gas prices, like childcare, like the groceries. That's another thing that keeps you stuck, because when you already sort of have found a way to have a system on how much you spend a week, and like the places that you go by, and all those things, that actually matters, because it's like, okay, if I go find another job, how much more am I going to have to pay for either childcare, or is it going to be close to the house, or how many other expenses am I going to have to get in order to get this new job, to do this new thing, right? So that is already too much. You know what I mean? Like, it's too much. And why do we live like this? Why do we continue to actually live this way, when there are simpler ways for us to actually make an income? And that's why, I want you guys to come and check the webinar out, so that you can actually see what is out there for you guys, as an option for you, especially if you're the type of person that is like, I don't like what I'm doing at all, but I'm stuck here because I have to, like, I don't have another choice. It's too much for me to try to get a different position or a different place, because I already have everything in place. My children go here, I have to do this. So we have a system. Why ruin the system? So that also keeps you stuck. And, deep down, this isn't the life that you want for yourself. But what other option do you guys have? Do we have, right? Like, what do we have to, what can we actually do, right? So this is why I'm inviting you to our free webinar. So that's why I came on here today. Honestly, the cost of living is too much. We have to be wise and live in this spirit, not just by material, and that's what's going to help us live a better life. Right. Yours, I mean, it's insane, but I mean, when there are actual ways that you can do better financially, because money is just a tool that you use it. People use it in different ways, but as long as you use it in the correct way, like it is to provide for your family and do good things in life, like serve your community in any way, that's what it's for. It's not like a bad thing. We need it. We need, I mean, like, we can't, like someone said, like, you can't live of love to go pay bills, like, because they don't accept that currency. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be part of, like, you have, like, no matter what happens, you have to make money to pay the bills. Like, again, you have recurrent bills. Why not actually have recurrent income? You know what I mean? Like, learn the skills so that even if you do like what you're doing, whether you like what you're doing or not, that's so that you can have the freedom of saying, okay, you know what, if this job goes to heck, well, I'm actually going to be able to have something to back me up, something that is, again, automated, that doesn't take a lot of time and is to implement, and it's actually a one-time investment, a one-time setup, and then it just runs for you 24/7, like, in the background. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this is meant for, in order for you to not have to feel stuck, so that you actually have options, so that you actually have the ability to have time freedom, and that you have the money to create the memories that you're looking to create with the money, Yes, you know what? I do. Yes, we need to grow our own food naturally. My son and I always talk about that, because it's like all the things that they're putting on this food these days is insane. See, that's another thing. That's a great point that you brought, Levon. Like, can we can watch also how we spend our money. Try only get the things we truly need. We need though. So that is so true, you guys, because there is something that our mentor always says, like, like, the majority of people actually, when it was Black Friday, went and purchased a TV that is more expensive than this business. Like, most of us have a wall or a TV on our wall that is like over $1,000, and those were statistics. That's what happened. Tell me, when you really start thinking about things like, okay, how am I spending my money? When you have the opportunity to leverage something that actually works and just make one-time payment, but instead you decide to be like, you know what, I'd rather have a big old TV on my wall. It's our mindset that then needs to shift, because, like, we want the things that we want, for sure. We want to work for it. We would basically, like, give our all for our jobs that we have, because, again, we're stuck with it, because we're already there comfortable, or we just don't want to do too much, having to change all the schedules and the flexibility. We don't want to do that. But when something this simple actually shows up for you, an opportunity like this, that is like a one-time payment, and you can actually leave a legacy for your family. This isn't just like, okay, you sell like a mascara and make $7 out of it. We're talking about serious money, like life-changing legacy type of money, because that's what it is. The Legacy Builders Program is the name of the program, right? That's what we're trying to teach you, like, so that you actually learn those type of skills to leave a legacy behind, to have a successful, to, like, literally leverage the blueprint and turn it into a successful online business. That's what we want for you. Like, when I found this is what has started to change my life, because I don't have to worry about a boss. If I have to call off and I'm super sick, I don't have to worry about that. My automated system, you guys, is running for me 24/7, like, getting leads for me when I'm, like, sleeping, or when I'm, like, whatever that I'm doing. You know what I mean? The automated system is there working automatically, and I only have to dedicate 2 hours a day. That was everything to me, because as sick as I get, I'm chronically ill, so I can't really depend on even a plan during the same day to make a plan, because my body is like crazy sometimes. So And for me to only have to be able to work 2 hours a day, that was a huge blessing because that's it. I scheduled the live at 7:30. I do my content. I actually do my content in batches on the weekend, so that the only have the thing I have to worry about during the day is to do my 30-minute live and to answer my emails and my comments. That's all I do. The automated system does the rest. And then I show up and talk to you guys here. So, I mean, it's just, it's a simpler way. And why? Because all I'm doing is sharing the information, something that is working for me, that has worked for thousands and thousands of people worldwide, because it's just a worldwide business. You can't, like yesterday, how I told you guys, I had someone from Sweden watching my content. I'm like, what? It's amazing what we can do with social media. We just need to learn how to use it. We just need to literally leverage it. Because right now it's not costing me any money to come and talk to you guys about my business. I'm leveraging social media to do it. I'm not paying any ads. None of this costs any money other than the one-time investment that you pay for the product and the $39 for the website fee. And that's it. It's a one-time payment, and you actually get to make recurrent income. You learn the skills to do passive to earn passive income. So then you don't have to worry about, if you do have to worry about your job, you worry about your job. If you don't want to, you don't want to, especially with the cost. Yeah, the cost is insane. Everything, like, you cannot get anything with anything anymore. It's insane. Truly a blessing. Yes, thank you so much, Lavon. So before I let you guys go, um, this is like the webinar that you need to be on. If you already said that you were going to do something this year, this is the webinar you need to be on, so that you can at least figure out if this business actually works for you. I mean, what else do you have to lose? But imagine if it does. Imagine if if it, like, for me, I literally pray for it. So God, so that I wouldn't even have the audacity to say, oh, this isn't for me, because like I literally pray for those things that I could do from home, didn't require a lot of time, and that was automated. That's exactly what the post said. And I was like, excuse me, how? Like, I didn't even say the prayer out loud. How could this actually be? So I know that you're looking for something. I know that you're already sick and tired of the way you're generating an income. I know there's what was the statistics? 69% said that the reason why they don't choose or move to a different job is because they don't want to lose the pay or the benefits. Mainly too, because the schedule and the flexibility, and they say that because they may not be able to find a similar job. It's a lot of work to put on finding another job. But with this, you can actually have both. And if you want to keep your job, hey, keep it. But you won't have to after a while. And that's why I need you to come to the webinar tomorrow, so that you can hear the testimonies of all the people that have tried it, went to a webinar, and their mind was blown. They were like, oh my God, where do I sign? Because it's like, once you get how this actually works, it's gonna blow your mind. Okay, so you're gonna be learning basically about the 2-hour workday. That's what like, if you want more details on that, you're gonna learn about that. You're gonna learn on how to keep 100% of your profits. Yes, you're not sharing any of your commission with anyone. It's 100% profit that you keep. The simple step-by-step do-it-yourself systems is super simple, you guys. Like, most of us are connected with everything ready to advertise and take payments within 48 hours. So imagine that you come to the webinar tomorrow, you decide that you're going to join, and by the weekend you are ready to make money, because that's what we're here for, right? So imagine that. Like, it's insane. Like, it's so amazing. And then you'll learn exactly how the automated system actually works. So that's what the webinar is for tomorrow, that we're gonna be doing tomorrow. So all you need to do again is go to miriamsdailypay.com to get the details for the webinar, to get the link for the webinar, and so that you can sign up to get the link. So again, all you have to do is let me see if I can actually do this while I have you guys here. Go to miriamsdailypay.com to get all the details. Let me see. Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. Is this? No, let me see. How do I put comments, you guys? Well, I have to figure out another way. See, I'm still learning, you guys. How do I actually put a comment out of the live? But anyway, so you go to miriamsdailypay.com. It's basically the name of my channel, miriamsdailypay.com. That's where you go to get the information for the webinar so that you can actually receive the link. And so that I can see you tomorrow there, guys. This is so exciting. You guys are going to love the information that you're going to receive tomorrow. So make sure you don't miss out. Again, go to miriamsdailypay.com so that you can get the link for the webinar tomorrow and do not miss out. If you've really been looking for something that you can do from home that doesn't require a lot of time and that is automated so you don't have to be glued to your phone 24/7, you cannot miss this webinar. You have to be there to see how I can actually, you know, help you out, not be so stuck at that job that you don't like. Okay, so it was a pleasure speaking with you guys today. I had so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you tomorrow at the webinar. Like, get excited. I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you so much. Good night.